Nightshades and joint pain. Are nightshades causing your joint pain? This is possible. The nightshades are actually healthy. But in this video, I'm going to help you identify if nightshades are something you should avoid if you're suffering with joint pain. And we're going to start right now. Well, hello everybody, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison and welcome to this week's segment of Why. This is where we take just a few minutes to answer some of the most common health-related questions that I see in my office every day. So if this is the first time you're on this channel and you want to learn more health-related tips and strategies, make sure you click the like button, hit the bell notification and the subscribe so you don't miss anything. Because over the weeks and months, I'm going to be throwing more and more information this way. You're not going to want to miss it. So nightshades and joint pain, what can we do? Well, do nightshades, these are a family of vegetables, do they cause joint pain? Well, first, let's talk about nightshades. What are they so you have an idea if you didn't already. You know, there's over 200 species of plants that fall under nightshade category. The most common ones that we tend to see in our diets are potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, and many different species of peppers, eggplant, and tobacco. Okay, so these are significant staples. So could they be aggravating your existing joint pain, and should you avoid them? Well, you know, I've been practicing for a while now, quite a while, and in the avoiding nightshades model, I have maybe only done that once or twice in my office, very few times, regarding joint pain or autoimmunity, because nightshades have this nitrogen-based substance, and that's called alkaloids. And these alkaloids, from what we understand, could be a contributor to joint pain. But again, we see joint pain all day, every day. That's just an associated symptom with other chronic inflammatory conditions, and they are able to get past their joint pain significantly without removing nightshades. So it's something I think you could explore, but you know, if you're going to stop nightshades, you know, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I'd look for other reasons of joint problems rather than just nightshades, because these are very healthy foods. And you can miss out on certain nutrients if you pull out healthy plants out of your diet. You could try it, but highly unlikely it's going to have, you know, it's going to make a big change, and that's not an easy thing to do, to remove these. And I wouldn't remove it any more than 2 weeks. If you don't see a response in 2 weeks, well, or a minimal response, I wouldn't keep following it, because there's a problem with this. There's a problem with reducing the amount of plant species we consume. And I talked about this in a previous video of biodiversity. We want to maintain bacterial diversity, and our bacteria diversity in our guts is determined by the diversity in plants we consume. If we only consume one type of vegetable, our little army of bacteria is very small. So we don't want to do that, because if we lack biodiversity, it actually enhances inflammation in our body. And most joint pain, I would say 90% of all joint pain, has some inflammation, at least some inflammation that's the cause of it. Usually it's the majority of the pain is due to inflammation. So more bacterial diversity due to more plant species reduces inflammation and can naturally play a big role in correcting joint pain and joint discomfort. But there's a lot to do with joint pain, and there is no vitamin or drug that is really going to do anything. Drugs mask symptoms. Those symptoms, they're there for a reason, and we need drugs sometimes to mitigate the symptoms, but there are underlying inflammatory conditions associated with joint pain, and it's very seldom as a nightshades in my experience. So what I recommend is, I did a video exactly on the underlying causes of joint pain. Following this video, you're going to want to watch that, and it'll also be in the link in the description, and that'll give you some solutions on how to figure it out. And you can always reach out to us if you have any questions. We can help. You can help most people remotely. So with that being said, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison. If you know somebody dealing with joint pain and wondering and heard maybe about nightshades, well, give them this information. They can try it for themselves, but again, it's not a good long-term fix unless it's really doing something. So with that being said, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison. I look forward to talking to you next day, where we're going to answer the why to another health-related question. Have a great day.